I don't have to eat it after, do I?
Yeah.
I do?
Bang. What is that?
Oh, come on. Oh, wait, do I drink the pickle juice?
No,
or
no,
eat
no.
the...
Just take the Oreo out and eat the Oreo.
Oh, that's worse.
Is that nice?
We're gonna re-cleanse the palate. Thank you.
Thanks, Ruben.
Well, today players all come in and there's obviously media to do, whether it's myself, some of the players they talk to, but also at the same time get their medicals and physicals done.
You can bring it up to you, kind of give it a little head nod again, and then come down and just regular punch the cat one, yeah.
I'm supposed to try to draw that?
I mean, do your best.
Hello, my name is Justice, and I'm here interviewing William Nylander.
Thank you.
We just do a group one.
Tonight we'll get together as an organization with all the players. We'll have a dinner and go over everything for camp and the start for tomorrow.
I want to officially welcome everybody to 2024 training camp.
You guys have done a great job in the summertime getting yourselves prepared here for camp with the testing and everything. I appreciate that. You put in the hard work, and now the real stuff starts tomorrow.
Intensity was up. Come out of the gates hot, and we're going to see what this team's all about.
For us this year, we do have a new coaching staff, and we brought in some new players. You got to work on systems and get your identity down. That's really important through camp. And also there's competition, right? There's guys fighting for jobs, trying to make the team, so there's some real good competition.
You better puck support on those chip plays. Everybody understand that? Okay.
Just make sure you're watching the battle.
It was a tough practice, but it was good to get the jitters out, good to be with the guys, and happy the first day's over now and recover for the next day.
I had to grind, and I had to have grit throughout my life to be an NHL player. I wasn't very good, I wasn't very talented, but I played a long time. I think those two things are the reason I played, and the other one is mental and physical toughness. I mean, those things for me, yeah, players, they have talent, they have skill and all that, but if you don't have that mental and physical toughness, I don't think you can have a lot of success.
Come on.
Bit of a sloppy start for myself and the team, but the good news is we were able to find our game there in the third. That's what camp's all about, is trying to go the right way, and we definitely went the right way as the game went on.
Well, the city's great. I had the opportunity to play here for half a year, so it's changed quite a bit since then, but it's a great city, lots to do. Easy transition from where I was in the summer. I live in Yorkville, great area to walk around and see everything, but it's a busy city, I'll tell you that. Obviously a great hockey town for sure, if not the best hockey town in the National Hockey League. And back then, I felt the same way. I was very happy to be here as a Toronto Maple Leaf and play here. I wish my time lasted longer, but that's the way it goes. I'm from a small town outside of Edmonton, 80 people maybe. The first thing we did when we brought the cup there was we brought it to the hockey arena and invited anybody in the area to come and take a picture with it. I think we had 3,500 people show up that day and take pictures with the cup. And that was a great thrill for me to bring that Stanley Cup there and see my dad, my family, and his brothers and everybody enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. I've been in hockey since I'd go back to 16 years old when I left home and went and played junior hockey. And I haven't really done anything else but that. whether as a player or as a coach. That's what I do. That's what I know, and that's what I love.
It gives me great pleasure and an honor to introduce the next head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Craig Berube.
For me personally, a Canadian-born kid, you get a chance to coach the Toronto Maple Leafs. For me, I'm going to jump on that. Well, it's a great organization. It's hockey in Toronto and just what it's all about here in Canada and especially Toronto. Just a great opportunity that's hard to pass.
For a kid from Kitchener, what was tonight like putting on that jersey playing in this building?
Special. It's an understatement. I think I tried to take it all in from the moment I got here to putting the gear on, looking around, just even looking at some of the names around the locker room. It's still pretty surreal.
Marner at the top of the circle with a pass, and they score! Tavares stationed off the doorstep. Robertson hounding the puck, stolen. Robertson in, gonna be a shot, scores! Wow!
It's always good to score. Everyone likes to score in this preseason, just to build on getting confident and getting rewarded like that, and continue to do so. I know we had to dig deep there, and I mean, this camp is a tough camp. It prepares you for moments like that, so I think we kind of built in the conditioning aspect of it, and we look forward to the challenge.
I try to get here early in the morning, get a workout in, and get ready for the day. Practice plans, lineups, what we're all doing. Then you get together with the coaches when we're all here and we go over film, we go over practice and lineups and get that all set. I didn't know Lane Lambert that well, but he's been around, he's won, he's been a very good coach, been a head coach. So I thought it was really important to bring in an experienced guy like that for our staff, and he's been excellent. A very detailed coach, a very personable coach. Speaks really well to not only coaches but players. He's been excellent. Mike Van Ryn I had in St. Louis as my D coach, so I was very familiar with Mike. He did a great job for us there, working with the D. He was a defenseman himself, so he played the position. And I brought in Mark Savard, who ran my power play in St. Louis for a couple of years. Mark was a real good power play guy as a player, and he has that clout. Like, I think a lot of power play guys, I mean, they're hearing from a guy that did it and was very good at it. So he's got a lot of great ideas, and again, he's got a great personality. Really works well with those kind of players. The power play guys, the more skilled guys, and just little plays that they can run and ideas that he runs across.
Two, separation back of the net.
We're very used to this good ice,
It's really hard to switch teams, and I've done so here, 3 times the last 3 years. You don't want to get too high or get too low. So while I was excited about, the first game, I still knew that despite the points, there are some areas I want to get better.
You're at the rink for the better part of the day, and it's business when you're on the ice, and obviously you got to tune in into practice and stuff, but it's the time away from the rink. You get to know about, not necessarily the guys' tendencies on the ice, but, their families, and if they got wives and kids, and, you get to share stories and just kind of relax and get away from all the hype and whatnot surrounding the team. So it's great for team bonding, and like I said, you get to know guys on a more personal level, and I think that's kind of what kind of builds the chemistry.
I think it's just good to spend time together and get to know guys on a more personal level and kind of away from the rink as well, and it's always a good time.
D2, up the strong side! Up the strong side! What's up, Maxie?
I think it's always fun getting the team together and taking them on a little trip somewhere before the season. Just getting guys together in a different atmosphere more than anything.
I couldn't hear you. You said first one's just low to high shot?
Yeah, P1 pound.
P1 pound.
Just some bonding time, but it was a lot of fun for the guys, and I really enjoy that part of it.
That's a play that hurts this PK. With him coming down that pipe, you change sides like that?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Because anytime he goes back to the net, the PK's got to recognize and get into a box right away. And they don't all the time. It's a good play. These guys doing. Don't pull off. Good job! Let's go! Get a change! Work!
I thought it was a great couple days. It was a little change of pace, just did some different things. Great new facility there in Bracebridge, so had a good skate. Obviously the fan support was phenomenal. Yeah, it was awesome, just changing up the scenery, especially as camp kind of gets towards the end of it here.
We'll do that breakout drill we did the other day. Deer in the middle of the ice. Nice entry play there. Good entry play. That was a pretty slick little move there with the stick. You guys had some wheels there, eh? Both is? You fresh? Cool. Good job, guys. Good work, boys. Good work. Good job, Johnny.
You know how you have a lot of kids cheering and a lot of energy, you know, they don't quit screaming, so you're always trying to have fun out there, enjoy it, and, you know, kind of just take it all in with them.
What's going on here?
Yeah. Sure? Yeah.
I think the guys were bought in right away, and it was a hard camp. I mean, the first practice was very difficult, but just the grind through it and the work that they put in was incredible, in my opinion. I thought throughout camp, it never ended. I thought guys showed up every day and put the work in and wanted to get better, and that's what we did, in my opinion.
Another big glove save. This young man has just made himself a case.
5 straight goals over 3 games for Nick Robertson.
I think the one thing that impressed me is like the guys like Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander, and Morgan Riley, and these guys. They're so highly skilled of players, and you hear a lot about from afar the talent and the scoring and all that, but it's the work ethic that I was impressed by in practices and the details that they have in practices and in the gym, and I was very impressed by that. That lineup's a young lineup in Detroit. They're going to work their out tonight, and they're going to play hard. You can't get outworked, you can't get out-competed. Don't take it lightly. Play hard, play with structure, do things right, okay? We don't need a tricky game, we need a rec north game and play with good structure. Let's go. I think just for me, I'm excited just to have the opportunity to coach these players. It's a day-to-day process. That's the most important thing, is just focusing on a day-to-day process, not looking too far ahead, but very excited for the challenge. Couple things, good win, good job, a real solid game defensively. We checked well in the game, and you hung in there. Good all-around game. Get your rest tomorrow. Real starts Monday. See you then.
I think there's always excitement and anticipation to start the season, obviously. It's been a good training camp. It's been a hard training camp, but it feels long when you kind of get to the last couple days or so of it.
Yeah, it feels like this training camp has been the longest one yet, so it's excited that it's coming.
So it begins with the storied rivals, the Leafs and the Canadiens, for the 769th time.
This is only game 1, but all the focus around Leafland is playoff time. It's a long journey. This is day 1 of it. Lots of newcomers, lots of new looks. It'll be fun to watch the Maple Leafs in their process getting there.
We did more than enough to score more than 1 goal tonight. You know, that didn't happen. Regroup and get ready tomorrow.
Thank you. Thanks.
Dennis Hildeby will make his first ever start for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The 6'7" goaltender played very well in the preseason and will get the call for the Maple Leafs here this evening. Now a bouncing puck in front, they score! And it is Pacioretty who will open the season scoring for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I think that we're difficult to play against. We can win multiple different ways.
Bobby McMahon with the shot from the right point.
It's trusting the process and trusting that what's worked for you before and playing hard and playing simple is going to show results.
Lorentz reverses the puck. There was Camp, a backhand scores! Steven Lorentz, the Kitchener native and newest first lead.
I got my foot on the gas and I'm feeling really good right now, so I'm just hoping to keep this going.
Brad with the centering pass. Down is Hildeby, and the Hildebeest has got it underneath him.
We want to be a hard team to play against, and I think more than anything, and a detailed team, a structured team. I think when you play teams and they talk about, well, that was a difficult game, we had no room, we did things properly, that's what you want to hear.
Grizzly loses it. Now Domi's got a breakaway. Two of them in a goal. He scores! Matthew Knies! Here's a chance now working in a rush shot. Scores! Nick Snyder! The Maple Leafs are going to win their second game and their 9th consecutive home opener.
Good game, boys. A couple of great performances, but got to give it to my partner here.
Way grind, boys. Hell of a win. Enjoy the day off, and let's get back out on Wednesday.
I feel really fortunate to be able to do this every day and be part of the team. And no matter what age, I'm still got a lot of juice.